In this lesson, you're going to learn how to hide and unhide rows and columns. The purpose that you may want to hide or unhide columns is, for example, you are printing sensitive information and you do not wish somebody to see all the data that is contained within that particular Excel printout. Let's say, for example, this is an employee's workbook and you wish to print for other members of the company to be able to see it, but we want to exclude some people who have been fired, or we want to exclude some information like the salaries. Okay, let's say, for example, in this section, when we take Miss Julie Stone, and let's say she had been fired from the company, what we might do, and we don't want her information to be printed once we take the information to the directors of the company. What we may want to do is hide the information, because we do not want to delete the information. We still want to keep a record of it in case of any legal for any legality that which may occur in the future. So once we print this document, all the information that is displayed within this Excel worksheet is going to be printed, minus the employee who has been fired, who's Julie Stone. Remember, the information is still retained within the Excel document and has not been lost. And let's say we also wish to print the information, this employee information, so that it can be shared with some employees in the company, but we do not wish all the employees to see the salaries of each and every individual employee in the company. So what we may want to do is hide this column, or the salaries column. So Excel is going to print all the information of the current employees minus Julie Stone, who had been fired, minus all the salaries of each and every individual employee in the company. So we still retain the information of all the employees, and we also retain the sensitivity of all the information by hiding them. But let's say we want to see the information which had been hidden before the printout had been before the information had been created into a hard copy. So what we need to do, if you want to see the information which had been hidden, you can clearly see between column N and P that there is a column which is missing. So what you simply need to do is highlight column N and column P, right click on it, then unhide. The salaries row O comes back into play and is now visible, and it can be manipulated within Excel. Let's say the director wants to know who the full list of the employees within the company, whether fired or unfired. Remember, in the previous example, we had hidden Julie Stone, who was an employee who had been fired. But because we did not delete the information, and the director wants to see who are the employees who are fired or unfired, he wants to see the full list of all the employees since the company had opened. What we simply need to do is go to here, and we can clearly see between row 7 and 9 that there is a row which is hidden. So what we can simply do is use you can highlight row 7 and 9, right click on it, then click and hide, and Miss Julie Stone information will be visible by the directors again in this Excel worksheet. So in this lesson, you have learned how to hide and unhide information, whether sensitive or people who had been fired in the company. And that is how you use this function within the Excel platform. See you in the next lesson.